We got another lovely Ohio day today, but we got our day started. We went and picked up this 3rd gen long bed. You guys might have seen it on my story. This is for Greg A's redemption truck, also known as potentially 2nd place truck, 3rd place truck, 4th place. We just know it's not going to be 1st place because the 1st place winner's in the shop already. Welcome back to the channel. It's Saturday. We have a couple hours to where we can keep making progress on this truck. Trent Owens from Melting Pistons did send us over an ABS mount bracket. Super simple. We're just going to mount this right here. It bolts right up, secures that. Nice, easy. Don't have to rebend the lines, none of that stuff. So that's good. We are going to finish tidying up the wiring for the TIPM, and I have the battery mount now. So we are going to get that mounted on the frame, install the new battery. I think I'm going to wire up the kill switch a little bit different. Before, the kill switch was ran through the ground side just because I didn't want power all the way back front, but the truck kind of had a hard time starting with the power being ran through there. So I drew up a diagram. I'll put that here.
Wow, incredible.
It's either going to work or it's not going to work, but if it does work and you guys need to do it, you're welcome. So while we can, let's get to work. All right, so first we'll start with the ABS mount. Try to see which way goes better. I think I'm gonna go this way. Possibly, no. Yeah, we'll rock it like that. So I found some bolts. For you guys that don't know, so the factory ABS mounts on the factory battery tray. We removed the factory battery tray, so this is why we had to source this bracket. That way this don't just flop around. Can't really have that bouncing and break a line and lose brakes, yada yada yada. So that is why we're doing what we're doing right now. So I'm just gonna snug these up, hand tight, kind of stretch the lines that are there to see where it lines up over here, and then we'll get some holes drilled for that. So, like I said, we still got a lot of wiring to get out of our way, but we are making progress. That's all that matters. So it's going to sit just like that. I'm going to grab a marker so I can mark this out. Like so. So do that right there. So all I did was I put a mark on the outside of it. I'm going to take the bracket off because we are obviously going to, where the bolts are, hides behind the ABS pump. So the bracket has to go on first, and then we'll push the ABS to the bracket. So as you can see, we got our bracket all on. Our ABS pump is nice and secure. I did use a nut rivet gun. This is a pretty good buy. I got this off of Amazon. It's a Next Tack. Comes with all your different sizes that you need. Quarter 20, M6, M5, M3, M4. It's super simple and it just makes everything look like factory. I mean, unbolts and bolts. You don't have to worry about welding it or anything like that. This whole setup is 40 bucks off Amazon, shipped to the door. Even comes with all of your rivets that you need for the different sizes that it offers, which is nice. A lot of the times you just buy the rivet gun for 40 bucks. This is the entire kit for that. So super simple, super easy, and makes for a great end result. This is actually what we're going to be using to mount the battery to the frame. We have some bigger rivets in here. So now that we have that done, let's get the battery mounted. We probably need the battery tray and the battery out of the truck before we take it up. So we got for it now, we're just at a red top Optima battery. It's really all of the like aftermarket mounts that I found were for Optima batteries. And I've always just ran like their Superstart premium batteries from O'Reilly. So figured spending money. I see you. I know. Yeah. So we went with Optima Red Top. It's kind of a simple battery tray as well. Like I said, we're going to use that rivet gun, bolt it, and then that all gets securely mounted on the tray. I just need to decide if we're going to do outside the frame rail or inside the frame rail. We'll find out shortly. All right, so we have our battery tray here. Originally, technically we could still put it here, but to tuck it up this way, obviously I'm gonna have to drill some different holes than what come factory with this mount. That way I can just keep it tucked up as high as possible. The only other thing I see an issue with having the battery mounted right there is we have a little frame section right here that we'd probably have to grind down because the truck's still going to be put up on lifts, and our lifting point on this is very close to the battery. So once you have the battery, all the wires, I just think it'll be a pain to do, which we might have to do it anyway. That's simply because we have the 4-link bars back here. We can't move it up anymore because we have a crash bar tied into our 850 cage just in case a real hard side impact. This is something Whitley basically swore we did when we put this 850 cage in, and I'm all about it. I mean, safety, safety. So we're just gonna have to stick with having the battery up here, re-drill some holes in this bracket. We'll rivet it, bolt it, and we should be good to go. All right. All right, we got the battery all mounted up. So obviously it's on the lift, but once you're staring at the truck, I mean, unless you're at like some weird angle, that battery is going to be plenty tucked up out of the way. And doing it this way, like I said, we have the outsides here to where, say the battery does go dead, we leave the fan or the water pump running too long, battery dies, we need to jump it, boom, right here. Way better than climbing underneath the truck or running even more wires to put something, say, like on the bed or in the fuel door. And then also, like all of our factory wiring, we still have the side post up here. So all of our wires will get nice and tucked up this way. Nothing's going to be looping down, dragging. So I think this is going to be a real clean way for us to get everything routed like I have planned anyways. Like I said, there's 100 different ways to do everything. I'm just showing you guys my way and what works on my setup. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap up this section of the video. It's Saturday, Supercross is going to be starting soon, so I'm going to eat some dinner, watch some Supercross with the family. We got the ABS bracket all mounted up, we got the battery where we want it, so the next video we will begin the finished wiring on the truck, get the fender back on, all that, get the truck fired back up, and then the next video I will reveal what we have in store for this truck next. It's probably going to be a game changer and it's definitely going to be unique, so stay tuned for that. We will see you on the next one.